Oh, and I have no game sound. Oh, that's great. That's beautiful. Okay, no, there we go. We have game sound. Well, oh, and it's loud. Okay. Oh boy. Just turn that down. Hello and welcome everybody to BRL Realistic Tier Round 14 at Japan. We were sorry for the delay. Had a little technical difficulties there. I am Mr. Titan, and we're watching Tweaking. Looks like he's spun on turn 1 or turn 2. Yeah. Looks like he spun around the first section of corners, and that'll be his flying lap over. And looking at the looking at the times from the beginning that we missed. Mitchie sets a 128.7, followed by Relimic. And second in his other Ferrari, at a 128.8. Sink sets a 129.3. Zach sets a 129.6. Tweaking does a 129 in the Williams. Fabro in the Racing Point does a 130.3. And Ron Swanson rounds up the last bit of it at a 130.7. Now looks like Phantom has started his lap, or just finished his lap. He says a 129.7 in the AlphaTauri. Okay, looking around the field, Dark Ice is on an outlap in the Williams. He's about to start his time. Number 1 FinFan on a lap, coming through Sector 1. We'll turn on the telemetry here. I'm now opening Twitch chat, so if you're all yelling at me because of something, I just now am looking at it. But Chandler Seda, our esports driver, so that's a 127 flat in the McLaren, blocking his teammate of Sink on his outlap. So lucky that wasn't important. Looking further down the field, is number one Fin fans coming up to the final sector, coming around 130R to the final chicane. The penultimate and final corner. That's the chicane's really nice. Cootie Dude in the says a 127 flat and a 127.3 set by the pink Mercedes. 3/10 off the normal Mercedes. Dark Eyes on a flower coming out of Spoon, or I think it's called Spoon. And Dark Eyes has left the session. Okay. Let me just try to invite him back. Luckily, he was in my queue. And it looks like Goody Dude is letting both racing points by, or the racing point of Fabco. Probably saying that completely wrong. But here comes Katra coming up for her first flying lap, or starting her flying lap. Her teammate, I'm just gonna have fun. And what's with this crowd noise? Why? Hey, Phantom. Yeah, so Bamana has started his first sector. First flying, valid flying lap. Touching all the curbs you want to touch. Stay away from all the curbs you want to stay away. Coming around besides R or 130R. It's an easy, again, taking all the curbs. Keeping the lap valid. Coming down to the hairpin. You can gain or lose a bunch of time here if you can't get your exit correct. Coming around. A long right-hander coming all the way up to Spoon. Your exit here is also very important because you can lose a tenth just by having a little bit of wheel spin coming out of the corner. Nice and tidy, uses as much curb as he wants. Coming down the straightaway, right around R, or 130R. Is that how you say it? 130R. I could be wrong. Going down 130R, coming down to the penultimate and final corner, locks up a bit there. Doesn't take as much curb as #1 FinFan did, but let's see what time he will put on the board. Again, still don't have the lap data on. A 127.3, matching our tier 1 driver. Mean Fern also in the Red Bull says a 128 flat, pretty much 128 flat, and a Catra does a 127.8. Good lap from him. #1 FinFan still up on his time by 3/10. This is purple sector 2, almost a full 10th up. Can he make that time up here in the final sector? Or will he just make a marginal, small improvement to his original time? 1/1000th of a second improvement from him. Looking down at on-site port in the Mercedes. Has yet to set a time. Be nice to see what time he will set. A 110 flat. That's the 127's range, right? Pretty much 127 range. Going around, taking that final portion of that chicane really well. Coming down to the start-finish line, goes fastest with a 126.3. Never mind, I am wrong. I thought I was gonna be a 27, not 3/10 faster than Chandler Seda, who does not, I don't think, needs to go out again. Pretty sure he's comfortable. From there. Looks like the two Renaults can't decide who should be going up front or not, and just racing each other to the pit lane. Are they both coming into the pits? Because that'd be really awkward. Yeah, they're both coming into the pits. Okay. Brablo has invalidated. I'm going to be saying that wrong all night. Tweaking and bruised by 2/10, moving up to 15th and in the hot seat for losing his, or being kicked out of Q1. I'm not saying that. I'm not falling to peer pressure. And it looks like everybody is now safe. We should be seeing the bottom from 10th all the way down to last place. Oh yes, Catra, I do like your formation. Your formation was beautiful. Yeah. Inside port coming around the final corner, comes in the pits. Okay, there's my excitement. We'll watch Chandler here. He is about a 10th up in purple sector 1. So Chandler, purple sector 1 and sector 2, or sector 1, and about a full 10th up. Can he get enough out of that McLaren to challenge port here on pole? Coming around the long right-hander. Nice and smooth. And #1 FinFan is the first one to retire out of Q1. P4, he feels like he's safe right there. Second one is the other Renault of... I'm gonna fail on that all night. Never mind. Through 130R, and here comes Chandler. Nice and smooth through there. Can he challenge for that first spot? No, he's 3/10 off. But a mega effort in that McLaren. Goody Dude in the Merc coming around. He's got to look to improve his time. Looking further down the field, Tweaking's on the lap. Or is on the lap. Says he's 2 seconds off of his fastest time. So, you not see there. Zach the Beast looking to improve. Oh, he dives straight into the pit. So, he's looking to put on a fresh set of softs and on. Mitchie also retires in the Ferrari, thinking P9 is high enough for him. As we're watching the Red Bull here, coming through the chicanes. If you're off just by a millimeter, you're either in the grass or hitting the curb and spinning. Purple sector 1, but he has yet to set time, so that purple sector 1 is phony. As coming down to the hairpin, locks up a bit, doesn't get as close to the curb as you want to. Around the wall, going all the way up to spoon, little lag there from him. Going all the way around, again not close to the curb, as close to the inside curb as you want to be, just so you can set the time. On spoon you want to touch that last inside curb there. Catcher retires in P6. Pretty sure she is safe. Booty Dude improves to a 126.7 as we're watching Cease here. Coming down the start finish line goes P4, beats No One Fin Fan, says a 127.1. Faster out of the two Red Bulls. As talking about Red Bulls, Meanford just started his lap. Broken Reptile looks like he's safe. Zach the Beast is now on the out lap. He should be able to set one more time. He's in the hot seat. BRL Phantom also in the hot seat. Chandler Reseda retires in P2. Ron Swanson's on a lap and looks like he bails out of it. Fabro in P11 retires, feeling he's safe. Broken Reptile has retired. So pretty much from P12 all the way down to Dark Eyes are all going to be out on the lap soon. Tweaking can't come out, and neither can the other Ferrari, so if anybody below them improves, they're instantly in that hot seat. Tweaking more important than anybody else. Ron Swanson. I don't think Ron Swanson can get another lap in. Dark Eyes will be the one of the first to set a time. Or first to start his time. Did he hit the wall there, or was that the game just being extremely retarded? Dark Ice coming around the corner, then touching that inside curb, going on the outside. Nice line through there, and Dark Ice is getting people through. Okay, I was excited about his lap. Apparently he wasn't on the lap. So that means Zach the Beast will be the first one to set a time. Dark Ice is pretty much out of the session. Zach the Beast coming down into the hairpin. Nice break. Gets right on that curb. Coming out. Nice exit. Hugging the right side of the track. Trying to save as much distance off as possible. Tweaking is forever in P14. Can Zach the Beast and Phantom or Ron Swanson improve to knock him out of Q1? Making both Williams out of Q1, which nobody would be surprised about. Screaming down purple sector 2 for Zach the Beast in the rocket ship of a Alfa Romeo. Coming down out of battery, Zach the Beast will set a 129.3, so that promotes him almost safely into Q2. Here comes BRL Phantom. It's saying purple sector 2, but I think that's true. Dark Ice has officially retired from the session. BRL Phantom coming down the line does move tweaking out. So our three losers of the session will be Tweaking, Ron Swanson, and Dark Ice. Zach the Beast barely staying in, and BRL Phantom taking a late time, moving him up to Q2. Now it's just the awkward wait for Mean Fern's car to power. Now it's just okay. That was a really awkward silence. Okay, looking down the order, Port, Seda, Goody Dude is your podium for Q1. Sheesh. I'm not doing the meme. I'm just gonna call him Sheesh for the whole time. Sheesh, FinFan, Bob. I'm just gonna call him Bob. Bob. Sorry if I'm like completely butchering your name, but your name's Bob for this race. Catchum, Reptile, and Mitchie are your top 10. Sync, Fab, Remiko. I'm saying that completely wrong. I'm sorry. Phantom and Zack the Beast, all edge in. Tweaking, Ron Swanson, and Dark Eyes are all out of Q1, or all out in Q1 and won't be able to go into Q2. Q2 here is where we're going to see the strategy. Oh, Remiso. Okay, Remiso. I'm gonna screw that up a little bit, but I'm gonna attempt to say it right. Okay. So who will be the first driver out? As I just scrolling through, I don't see any race director, anybody coming out. What tires are we gonna expect to see? Hey. Oh wait, who's that? Who's coming out? That looks like that's Bob. Bob in the Renault on soft, so he's looking for the soft to medium strategy here, which either way works, but the undercut here is extremely good. Coming out behind him looks like to be Fabco or Fab coming out. Then it looks like it will be the Merc of Goody Dude and Zack the Beast. Any other fighters, or will this be it? So this will be it for now. Mediums for just the Merc right now. Probably doing the opposite of mediums to softs. Especially because those softs like go off a cliff after a while. That looks like to be Chandler Seda coming out of the pits on a set of softs. So he may be looking to start on a softer compound and have the mediums to the end. Definitely gonna be interesting seeing what he can do here in that McLaren, possibly challenge for a win. Okay, nice and smooth. That looks like Bob's just started his flying lap and coming around the corner as Sync and it looks like Catcher just came out. Yeah, Catcher just came out, lining by the pink Mercedes of Fabco. As let me turn down this crowd. I don't know why the crowd is so loud. So we'll follow Fabco on a lap. Coming around the first sector. He wants to be in the 30, 31 range. He's 32. Not the strongest first sector. Coming around and nearly loses it in the gravel, and that's probably lap over for him. Going to Goody Dude purple sector 1, but that doesn't mean anything here in the beginning stages of Q2, as times have been wiped off the board. Nice, hugging the inside as much as possible without getting on that curb. Coming out, staying off that outside curb because that will unsettle your car and lose you time. Coming around, Spoon hits. You want to touch all three curbs, and he does invalidate for going just a bit too wide. Looking around, Zack the Beast looks like to be the first one to set a time. No, never mind. Bob sets a 1:27.3. Good time from him. Zack the Beast is coming around a 12.6, so this may be in the 28 range. I'm pretty sure that as much as that car will give is 28, maybe a high 27, mid to high 27 to 29.9. Man, I was way off. Following him looks like to be the Renault of Catra, and there's no one Fin fan out, coming out on his outlap. Sink's in the first sector of his lap. He's on some softs. Why put it on TV for a second. We'll move over to his teammate in Chandler Seda. Coming around Spoon, nice and easy. I don't expect him to make any mistakes here. If he does make a mistake, that'd be a complete brain-numbing experience for me at 110.2. So that is that could be a 26 or 25. Locks up the inside tire. Takes the chicane as fast as you possibly can. Coming down, hugging the right wall. So it's a 126.5. Good lap from him in the McLaren. Looking down the order. Phantom's in the first sector. That looks like to be a Red Bull of Meanfern, maybe? Am I right? No. That's his teammate. His teammate is on the outlap. So we go to Chandler's teammate, who has invalidated. Okay. Not making my job here easy. Now I am a Catra coming around the final chicane. What time can she put on board in the Renault? Can she challenge her teammate for P2? No. She is 0.5, a whole half a second slower than her teammate in P2, so it's a 127.8. Phantom just came out of the hairpin. I lost the word there for it. Coming down is the Red Bull of Meanfern. The Red Bulls have been seem like they've been struggling for pace here. Haven't been as high as they probably want to be, but on the mediums is a 128.4, so I could possibly take them to Q3. Now it's Phantom's lap, coming down the line, 115.2. I don't think that's going to be a good time. No, that's a 131.9. So that could possibly be a banker for a possible medium run later on. Looking down at number one Fin fan has also invalidated in that Mercedes. Going up to the actual Mercedes of Goody Dude, who just got Seish in the Red Bull, so it's a 127.2. So pretty much putting himself into Q3. Going around Goody Dude, hugging the right side of the wall. Don't know why we're in this camera, but it's a 127.2. Almost beating the Red Bull of Siege. I'm just having a hard time here. Remiso, I hope I say that right, in the Ferrari. Coming down the line. What time will he set in Sector 2? A 112.6, so that is near a 27, 28. A high 27, low 28 here is what he will be shooting for with that Sector 2 time. Coming around, hugging the inside wall at 28. Oh, no, it's a 29. I am way off again. Nobody ever listened to me in poker. Chandler Seda has retired from the session, as I'm pretty sure he should. Here comes unsided port here on the mediums. Merc team looking to start on the mediums. Beats his teammate by less than a tenth. So that should be pits for both Mercs. Looks like, looking at the tires here, looks like both Renaults are ready to go out at a moment's notice. Remico out on mediums now, or was he out on mediums? Or Remkiso. I'm gonna say this wrong, all dang it. I'm gonna feel so bad. I'm so sorry. I'm pretty sure I said it correctly once, and I'm happy with that. Looking at Broken Reptile now. Looks like he has bailed out his lap on the mediums. He should have enough fuel and tire life in there to go for another one. Here comes Fabco coming down the line. A 129.2 from him, and a 135.9 from No One Fin fan, but he probably bailed out, and this is his flyer. Looking down the line, Remiso is now coming through the extreme pitway, which I never knew that was there, which is nice to know. Nichi has yet to come out. He's probably going to come out near the end of the session. Here comes Broken Reptile. So it's a 139.5, and looks like he just started his push lap. Looking back up, oh wait, we have, no, that's not a Mercedes. What's that like? Looking at the Mercedes, the #1 Fin fan coming around, not getting as close to the curb there. That's how close you want to be. Gets a nice, looks like he gets a nice exit out of there. That Mercedes engine should be powering. Okay, I'm just gonna say Rem. Rem seems a lot easier. I'm so sorry. It looks like he's up on his time, coming down to the final, the penultimate corner, and the final, and the very last corner coming around. He will be holding that inside line as much as possible, coming down the line 8 seconds faster, promotes himself to P7 with a 127.9 in that pink Mercedes. Good there, still looking down. Broken Reptile a full second up his time. He needs coming around Spoon. What time? That's in the 29 range, as we learned. This looks like a purple sector too as well. Definitely gonna be interesting to see how he comes around this final corner. Looks like he almost loses the rear end, hugging the right wall. So it's a 129.1, beating the Mercedes, or the pink Mercedes of Fab. I'm just gonna call him Fab. I'm just gonna nickname these two drivers Rem and Fab for tonight. Because I'm sorry. Zach the Beast looks like he just started his flying lap, trying to get that Alfa Romeo into Q3, just like Italian Jesus did at Monaco. A lot of cars out on the track. Michi is yet to come out on the track. Unsighted Port has retired. I don't know why Goody Dude is out on a outlap. I'm pretty sure he is safe for. He is safe, and he's also on mediums, but 3-lap old medium, so he may be trying to get on a fresher tire. Yeah, they may be out on a So yeah, both Renaults are out on that outlap. Again, I don't know. Are they gonna do another formation lap, or are they actually gonna go for a medium time? Okay, so they may be just going for another time and wasting a set of Okay, I'm just gonna stop talking because the more I think about it, the more my brain hurts for thinking about it. Zach the Beast, can he kick Fab out of that P10 spot? Around the final corner. Not in the greatest line, and sets a 129.7, pretty much ending his Q3 aspirations. Fab is also out on a lap. Greenfern has retired in P8. I don't know if that's going to come back and bite him at all, but he's a full second ahead of Broken Reptile, so I'm pretty sure he will be safe. BRL Phantom's also on a outlap. Michi has finally come out of the pits, out of hibernation, and Sink has also come out of the pits as well. So almost everybody and their mother's out on a outlap. Out on the lap, Kudidu comes into the pits. Bob also coming around. Final chicane, will he improve at all? Broken Reptile retires in P9. He goes P2 with a 127 flat. And here comes Katra, a 127.2 still in P6. We see a lot of 127.2s here from Siege all the way down to Katra. So P3 all the way down to P6, all within the same 1/10 of a second. Rem on his outlap. Will follow Fabco. Probably Fabco. Probably something like that. But Fab coming around the corner. Zach the Beast has officially retired, so that's his qualifying done for. So 12 is the highest he can qualify, and the lowest right now is, could possibly 14th if Phantom does not improve. Phantom coming around all the way around to the chicane. Mitchie is behind Fab. Okay. And Goody Dude has officially retired from the session. No one FinFan has started his lap. Fabco coming down the backstretch to 130R, keeping the car basically a flat out corner, if you can even call a corner in F1 cars. Going around the final two bends, coming around the final corner, a 128.4, so puts him in a little more comfortable spot. Rem has officially retired. That's his qualifying officially done. I think he wrecked out in the first bit of chicane. Phantom could possibly be out. So Mitchie improves to a 128.2. Good qualifying from him. Puts him in P9. And the only person right now that can kick anybody out of Q2 right now is Sync. Going on the final two bits of the course. Can he set anything faster than a 28.4? Coming down 26.27 flat. So he is now basically challenging for the podium spot, and this will probably be our qualifying over, as no one FinFan goes fastest with a 26.4 on fresh set of softs. Showing his pace and beating Chandler. And Fabco, Broken Reptile, Rem, Zach the Beats, and Phantom all out of Q2. Again, another awkward. Thank you. So looking down the order, FinFan, Chandler Seda, and Bob round out your podium positions in qualifying. Sync is your fourth soft runner. Then it goes medium, medium, medium with C, Support, and Goody Dude. The Renault on the softs. So Red Bull and Mercedes all on the medium tire. Everybody else looking like they're on the soft tires. Fabco, Broken Reptile, Rem, Zach the Beast, and Phantom all out of Q1. Or out of Q2. And we now go on to Q3. Wee. Moving on. Da 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 da. Dee dee dee. Okay, nice and clear for Q3. And I'm guessing it's dry in the race because some people did qualify on those mediums. So we got one racing point, two McLarens, two Mercedes, two Red Bulls, and one Ferrari, all in Q3. This should be an interesting set of cars coming out. This looks like we have Bob coming out. We have a Red Bull and a Ferrari and a McLaren coming out. That's Chandler coming out. And Zeesh. Bob, Zeesh, and Chandler all coming out right away. Sync also coming out right away. So is one of the and Goody Dude in the Merc seat. So it should be a very interesting qualifying here. As we only have 12 minutes of pretty much here as fat. Go as fast as you can through this track with limited fuel. Bort, Finn, Catra, and Meanfern all decided to stay in the pits, as we just watched Goody Doo go a bit too wide there, coming out the final part of the chicanes. So as we wait for everybody to do their outlap, how are you guys doing over there in Twitch land? It's gonna be a little bit because there is a bit of a delay going on here. Pretty much a 10-second delay. So, Bob coming around the very final corner, losing it a little bit there. I will turn on those. Turn on fastest lap. Pretty tight. Everybody's on soft, so I'm pretty sure we don't need to have that on. Everybody should be on these tires. Bob coming around the pit. Going around the first set corner. Siege. This is just a satisfying set of corners to watch somebody that's more skilled than yourself go through. I just don't see how you. I just wonder what setup they use just so they can go flat out through that. Flat out through there, and it looks like we have a Mercedes retire. We're right on board with Meanfern here to see if we can get a good shot of that, but no, that's Goody Dude out. We're right on board on Meanfern, who was a Merc driver for a little bit this season, and of course they just get rid of it. It looks like we won't be able to see anything there, as we'll move on to first driver to set a time will be Bob. Bob coming around. What time will he set? He will say 27.9. Will that stand? Will Streets go faster? I'm pretty sure he will go faster than 26.6 with him, and Chandler City goes at 26.3. Next up, looks like his teammate at Sync does a 28.5. Don't think that's the fastest he can go. Next one will be Mitchie. What time can Mitchie do in the number 2? The number 2 Ferrari. It's a 29.1. Good time from him. Looking down, Meanfern is the next one to set a time. Coming down, last two chicanes, goes a bit deep coming in the first portion of those two corners there. Will probably affect his timing. 28.1. Probably lost a few tenths going through there. Looking further down the field, Catra with the next one on the Valor lap time, who's yet to set a time, so we'll stay on with her for a little bit. Coming up to Spoon. I'm pretty sure it's Spoon. I could be completely wrong in talking out of my ass. I can't say that. Talking out of my butt. Coming down the main straightaway, we have another yellow flag that looks like to be Bob slowing down, possibly out of fuel. Okay, that's the Red Bull of Sheesh getting out of the way. Time can Catra do. Catra finally beats her teammate at 127.3. So Catra finally on top of that Renault duel. Looking further down, Sync is now coming to the pits. Meanfern is now coming to the pits. And 31.4 in the first sector for FinFan. What time can he get out of the second sector? 1.8 up. 10.6, so this could pop. This is a good 26 time here if he can put it down. Coming around the final 2 corners, coming down the line, holding the inside. It'd be a 26.8. That's good for P3 right now. Good time from him. So far, first half of this qualifying, we have seen a Mercedes crash out in the first sector. And another Mercedes failed to set a time. So we have a McLaren, Red Bull, and a pretty much Aston Martin 1, 2, 3 right now. As we wait for the final charge from everybody to get to come out and set a lap time, I got a question for you guys. If there will be 11th team on the Formula 1 grid, what car company would you guys like to see come out into Formula 1? You got not Dodge, more like Ford. You got maybe Lamborghini if they're greedy enough. I don't know, but I would like to see like Ford come out into Formula 1 and Tesla. Tesla comes out into a hybrid era. They're more likely to go into Formula E. Yeah. So, what car manufacturer do you think will come to Formula 1? Audi and Volkswagen. That's actually, I can see that as we see Inside the Port coming out quite early on those softs. Possibly has 2 laps in there. Audi, I can definitely see coming out into Formula 1. Mini, I'm pretty sure Mini's heavy in the rally scene, so I can see them coming in as a sponsor, but not taking over a full team. Now, I personally like to see Ford come in just like they did in the early Le Mans days and just beat up Ferrari just for the fun of it. So it looks like we are now finally getting that final charge of people as Meanford's now coming out. Bob coming out on his outlap. Yeah, this is on outlaps. You get to realize how long this track is. Here, for goodness gracious. Okay, Meanford finally coming out of the second sector, coming to 130R to the final 3 corners of the track. Uno, dos, tres, here he comes to the start finish line to start his quali time. Pretty much going 200 miles an hour into turn 1 and won't break until the very apex of turn 1. Going from 200 miles an hour to 100 miles an hour and just accelerate again. We go through the S's here in Japan at Suzuka. Inside of port, coming around. What time will he set in the first sector? A 31.2 in the first sector. Sets a purple sector 1, but again, he has yet to set a time, so it does not matter what he thinks about it. It's because the game is not smart. Goes through the hairpin. He's going to be aiming for a 110, a low 110 here to have a really good pretty much have a shot at a front row. Trying to beat Sheesh here. Pretty sure. Thank God I don't have my braces on, or I'll be 110.2 coming from inside of port into the final 3 corners. Pretty much what takes the majority of Sector 3. Really can't gain or lose much time here if you know what you're doing. Going around the corner, it goes into P2, a 126.4, and it looks like he does have enough fuel on board if he wants to go again. Down the field, looks like that would be a Red Bull. Sheesh, down, starting his lap. And Mitchie all the way down into 9. Just started his lap. Next one's a set of time, I think, will be seen. Oh, this one. Hey, so be Bob. Right, Bob. It'll be Bob. It was a full second faster, a 127 flat. Does Katra have anything to say about it as the next one to set a time? I think. No, Meaford set a time of 127.3, full 8/10 faster than his original time, and that will be his qualifying pretty much over unless he wants to go again. Full 10th up from Katra. Can she gain another 10th here in that black and gold Renault French Power car? No, Katra loses to her teammate yet again in Q3, and it says a 127 flat, or 127.1. That will be her qualifying posted and done, as we see a purple sector from Siege, and is that unsided port right behind him as well. Looks like he's on a sneaker lap, so that will be pretty much his qualifying done. Will Sheesh improve? Yes, she will. Sheesh will get provisional pole right now, as Chandler has invalidated, so that's his qualifying done. So Sheesh has pole right now, as no one Finfan goes a 126.6, so he is P4 at the moment. I don't think anybody here has. That is qualifying over. Oh wait, never mind. Don't listen to me. Sync splits the Reynolds in P6 with a 127 flat. Pretty much a full millisecond away from getting by both of those Renaults, and that is qualifying over. And yeah, okay, Chandler Seda not happy after that qualifying. You know, Phantom, I'm not saying that. I need to save my voice somehow. And that is our qualifying over. Looking at our Q3 qualifying, Siege will start on pole, followed by Chandler, unsided port, and Fan will make up your first and second row. Third row will be Bob and Sink. Katra and Meafern will be your fourth row, and Mitchie and Goodadude, who did crash out, will be your fifth row. As we wait for the game to load. And I'll talk about strategy on our formation lap. Mitchie almost a full second off as well. Just wanted to point that out. Love you, Mitchie, but come on, man. You're in a Ferrari. I know they're not that. I know it's not the Ferrari of today times, but come on. You're a full second off. At least be closer. You beat Reptile, which is good enough. But it looks like a dark and stormy day here in Japan. Okay, since we're waiting for this to load, we'll look at strategy here. P1, P3, P8, and P10, all on mediums. And this is the interesting part here. From Fablo, it's Brazilian, so it has to be. So from Fab all the way down to Dark Eyes is gonna be interesting. Just to see how, if anybody's gonna go for start on the softs, the mediums, maybe the hards have the fresher sauce at the end. Because this is pretty much going to be a DRS train all the way through the skill levels. Because it's almost impossible to overtake here at Suzuka. So yeah. Do we have the check marks? No, we do not. And I just got confirmation there's no rain, so nobody gets any excitement whatsoever. So it looks like Fab, Broken Reptile, Phantom Tweaking, and Dark Eyes all going for that medium to soft strategy. And I will talk more about that as soon as we're on the formation lap, so I have something to talk to during the formation lap. And we're on the formation lap. So, man, why is it so loud? So we're looking at tires here. We do have a hard rim. It is on the hard, so that is the odd man out. The second Ferrari, basically the set. I would say not say set. I would say okay. I'm gonna say Rem right now doing the Seb strat of picking his own strategy and wondering when Bono is gonna have him pit, is going on the hards. So he's looking to take those tires at least 20 to 21 laps, pit lap 20, 21, and go on the softs and have the freshest softs out of the bunch everywhere else. So the main strat here is softs and mediums, which you take the softs all the way to pit to lap 9 or 10, and you take the mediums to the end, and the mediums and softs should be around the high 60s and low 70s when you do pit. The other laps which you see our pole sitter here looks like he's going to be attempting to do, which is you take those tires all the way to lap 17, 18. They're going to be dead as hell, but you take the softs for 10 or 11 laps. Chandler Sadis looks like he's going to be doing the main strat as well. So the medium should be lasting right around 16 to 18 laps, depending if you want to do the undercut on anybody else around you. As we are coming up to the start to finish line. Here we go. Coming up to the line. Waiting for the entire grid. Yeah, I'm not saying it, fan. Waiting for the entire grid to form up. Last car looks like it just locked in. All the cars just glitching forward a little bit here. 1, 2, I can't see. 4, 5 red lights. And we are off at Suzuka Raceway. International Suzuka Raceway. As it looks like Chandler gets a really good start on those mediums. As the inside line, and we'll take pole away, and we have no engine sounds. Woo! As it looks like she will maintain any damage control, and will stay P2, followed by unsided port and no one fin fan. Nothing has changed there. Sink has also moved up. Mean Fern and Goody Dude also moved up a place as well. Castro looks like he's been losing a few places. Castro has lost a few places. Mitchie has lost a place to Goody Dude. Rem, the hards looks like does not look like he's losing any time on those harder compound tires. Dark Eyes and Phantom side by side coming all the way down to the hairpin. It looks like Dark Eyes will get that move done and move that Williams up another place. Chandler already on his charge, a full second ahead of a car behind, so he's already broke DRS, and it does not look like he's slowing down one bit. Those softs should be starting to fall off right around lap 6, so definitely going to be interesting to see the play from there. Anybody in passing range, the Mercedes of... Oh, Chandler Seda has left. Oh no. Oh, current leader right now, gone from the session. And the board has broke itself. As we wait for the board to... Chandler Seda is still in the lead, it looks like, with his AI. Wait, let me try to invite him back. I don't have... Ah, boy. Come on. We're missing the action here. Okay, I can't find him. Okay, looking back on track. Chandler has been losing places due to his ghost. So that means the Red Bull Sheesh has officially taken the lead and almost has broken DRS off of Port out of battery. So that's probably why he's falling back that little bit. One Fin fan also catching up back and Port. He needs to make a move now, or the sauce will just fall off and not be usable. Still waiting on the times. Chandler still falling back due to that AI not being the fastest thing in the bunch, as Bob has passed him. It looks like Katra is next up on board of the Katra snack. Chandler Seda snack going into turn 1. Looking further down the field, Mitchie still has kept his place of P10. Abco out of the back. In the back still has 11. Rem has been doing pretty well in P12. Ron Swanson has yet to move from that P13 spot. Zach the Beast follow on the sauce wants to get around Broken Reptile as fast as possible. Chandler's officially fallen off into P9, and that is BRL Phantom around in the fast section. We should have DRS this time around. Coming around the spoon section. I don't think inside of Port needs to use a lot of battery here just to catch up. So is Sheesh. Very low on battery. No one Fin Fan, the lowest out of the top 3. And top 4. Top 4 has officially gotten away from everybody else, so that has its ups and downs. Does Port have DRS? Yes, he does, so he will be safe for now, but he is losing that time. As fast as laps will start being broken, and Chandler Seda is on the brink of losing positions, as looks like Booty Dude has past Catcher and now has Bob in his sight. Sights. Looking further down, everybody within a second of each other coming through the S's. Makes a pretty satisfying little line there. And it looks like everybody's pretty spaced out, as No One Fin Fan is the first one on the board with a 3-second time penalty. So that could have race position a finishing order repercussions here, as Unsighted Port trying to stay within that second prestige on those mediums, because if you're not close enough with the softs, you have to do so much more work at the end. One Fin Fan also falling off as well, out of the DRS a full second. Just licking his chops, looking to pass him, as Goody Dude with that Mercedes power, cutting through the field and coming around and looking at the back of Meanford. Definitely gonna be nice to see. Be fun watching this move here. Looks like he barely used any DRS or ERS as well. Coming all the way down to the turn 1. Sink gets around Fin Fan, and looks like Goody Dude thinks better of it, of making a move around Meanford. Looking further down, Chandler Seda has fallen further from top, top from leading the Grand Prix all the way down to 12th. Both Williams 16th, 17th, really where you expect them to see. The top two have pretty much checked out away from Sink and number 1 FinFan. It'll be interesting to see if FinFan will go for a move or just stick behind and have him pull him along. As Goody-Doo goes on the inside of Spoon, locks up, pushes Meanfern wide. Meanfern tries to come back down. More contact between the two, and Goody-Doo gets around, but not as clean as you probably want it to be. As looks like the two Alfa Romeos also swap places as well, and Meanfern goes also wide through Arth or 130R. Coming up here at probably the next passing opportunity. Here comes number 1 FinFan with pretty much overspeed, almost running the back of that McLaren, and comfortably gets by him coming into the S's. Meanfern not close enough to retaliate at all. Mitchie doing really well in P8, P9 right now, but he's also losing time to them. Now looks like he's losing time to the Racing Point behind him. It'll be interesting to see there. Okay, I'm trying to look for more passes here, or like more action, but everybody's in the S's and they can't pass there. So we're gonna look at P3 and 4 right now. This fight has been going on since the beginning of pretty much since lap 3, since DRS was open. And looks like FinFan has more straight line speed, but Sink's faster through the corners. So definitely going to be interesting to see here. Plus Sink has that slipstream, so should make the move that much easier. As he's all the way up to 4/10, you want to be right around below half a second to even think about making a pass here on the front straight. As we have the nice helicopter view. We'll Sink look for a move coming down into turn 1. I don't think he's close enough. He's coming. He's looking on the inside. He's going on the inside, side by side into turn 1. You don't get any engine noise whatsoever. It's just crowd sounds. And Sink gets around with a beautiful inside move. And these two have swapped places yet again, coming around. Oh, so that's Taylor playing, and she's Taylor. So it's finally there, and Meanfern finally gets around. Oh, and no, it's Goody-Doo. Goody-Doo is around again. In pretty much the same portion of the track where he spun during qualifying in Q3. Looks like that's all of his momentum. Time penalty, and Chandler's AI decided to take a little trip into the grass. No one FinFan about 5/10 off, pretty much the same distance that Sink was before a lap earlier. So will we see a move here coming into turn 1? Takes a little bit of grass there, but takes a tighter line, so he will make up that time again. He's really close here, so he could make this move before the DRS. Be making this move right before the DRS, or right when the DRS, he can activate that DRS. It's really good exit here. Doesn't use any ERS. Possibly doesn't need to use ERS. Does not look for, or does not make the pass, and just stays behind for another lap. Looking further down. Will we have any more moves? We do on the inside of Broken Reptile and makes the pass. So he should be starting to make up some time. Ram and Fab, both in the points now. Good seeing those two in there. Mitchie is also starting to struggle on those softs. They should not be. They should not feel good at all. And looking back up here, these two still going at it. If no one FinFan is Sink FinFan within 4/10 now, so he could make this. He could make the move just purely off slipstream if Sync decides not to use any battery. They both have plenty of battery to use, so this is all pretty much a mind game. And the pit window for hards has opened, but I doubt any of the top runners will be going for hards from the softs. It should be straight from this to mediums. No one FinFan's like severely in striking distance. And why are you taking me off? Why? Why are you giving me this view? Let me see this action. No one FinFan looked in the inside, does not take it though, and stays. Sync. And Kadra, first one to bite. She's on hards. So I was wrong. We do have a front runner that's on hard, so he will have an undercut on anybody in front of her. But will it be enough for those hards to or will it be enough for those hards to be viable at the end? Because those hards are abysmally slow compared to the fresh mediums. So Sync and FinFan still going at it. Sync having about 70% of battery, 20% more than is rival right now. No one FinFan on the at 50%. And okay, looking further down, Bob and Meanfern going at it. Looking further down, the two Ferraris, P7 and P8. We may see some team orders here between the two to switch positions and maybe give Rem some clean air and hopefully not lose it, as we see Goody Dude trying to get around Fab for P9, trying to make up more places here. He's looking on the inside, and he's making it look easy, but he has to do so much more work. Looking up here, Sync and FinFan side by side yet again, and Mitchie diving into the pits, and he is putting on some fresh mediums. So those mediums will be in puncture territory. And Zach the Beast also comes in. I'm pretty sure he will be coming in for some fresh hards. Never mind, he's on hards. So he's looking at the end of the race, hoping to make moves near the end with those more grippy tires. But he's got to hope he does not lose too much time to the softer compounds around him. So lap 10 out of 27 in our Japanese Grand Prix. These two have been swapping positions pretty much every other lap, and almost full 10 seconds behind Sight and Siege in P1, P2. These two have swapped positions. I completely missed that. I'm sorry. I'm so sorry. As we should be seeing these two come into the pits now, or go for the overcut, which is possible because of all the medium runners behind them. No one FinFan stays out and Sync stays out, so they will be going a little bit extra on this lap, as we are on lap 11. Looking further down the field here, I could be looking for the move on Rem, going on the inside, far inside, on the softer tire, coming right back to the racing line. Easy move done because of the DRS. Looking further up again, Sync looked like he's struggling in the dirty air, falling further and further back. Chandler's AI and Ron Swanson both go in the pits for mediums. So those two will be going to the end on those tires. Looking further down, Bob's falling off Meanfern. He was within DRS. Now he's full second and a half behind. He may be looking to come into the pits again to cover off his teammates' hard set undercut, or he may be going for an overcut. Could be possible. But the soft should be full second slower than they were are of these sauces. No one FinFan has exhausted his battery, unlike his rival Sink. Sink will follow FinFan into the pits. And Bob comes in the pits too, so that releases Meanfern a full 12 seconds behind his teammate of Taylor Clan. And Goody Dude finally up to P4, 7 seconds behind Meanfern to make up, to hopefully somehow help the Mercedes constructor struggle this year. That promotes Fab and Rem up into P6 and 5. Broken Reptile always moves up. And no one FinFan looks like he just got up. He got out before Bob. And Bob successfully covers his teammates. And no other big movers through our first set of pit stops. So we have about 4 to 5 more laps before the medium tire pit window begins to open. So it should be very interesting looking further down. Dark Ice is getting swallowed up by the faster and more grippy cars around him of Katra and Bob. If you're watching this back, I'm so sorry if I'm saying your name wrong this whole time. I'd rather be calling you Bob than butchering your actual username. Looking further up, FinFan and Sink seem like they can't get away from each other. And when FinFan with a huge battery disadvantage compared to his rival. Fab looks like he's falling off a little bit on those mediums of Fab. And Rem those hards are finally coming to him and being more grippier than the medium runners. This league runs on it's today, Fridays, Saturdays, and Mondays, all for F1 races, as Zeno has just posted nice and neatly for you. Sunday is our only non-F1 race day. Yeah. Right now, just sitting on the edge of points, but that's before the top 7 come into the pits, as here comes no one FinFan on the back of Broken Reptile. If FinFan can get around a Broken Reptile at the right time, you can start getting some distance between him and Sink, and starting to make a gap to if you have an Xbox, or we do have a PC tier, but I don't know how that's going. Sink makes the fastest lap, but here comes no one FinFan around Broken Reptile. Can Sink get around Broken Reptile? I don't know. He cannot. So he has to sit behind Broken Reptile for this sector, being slowed down by him and allowing no one FinFan to get around. Oh yeah, so yeah, we do need commands. No, we should. I'm pretty sure there's two. There's Nightbot's working, noob. Yeah, sorry. I apologize for my shit commentary as we watch Sink get around Broken Reptile. And that's a full 1.5 seconds for no one FinFan to get around, and he's catching up to Rem and Fab coming through Spoon. As our top 2 have yet to pit, but looks like Taylor Clan has caught up to the back of yeah, see this view. I want this view. So it looks like Port is slowing down on those mediums, probably trying to fuel save, but Taylor Clan looks like he has exhausted some of his battery. And Goody Dude coming into the pits, a very early pit stop from him, going on the softs, 12 laps on softs, car is lighter, so that is possible that they're just going to be dying at the end. So very interesting from him. He's going to be falling down the order. Will he come out? He will lose to both of the Renaults. And the Williams, no. Dark Eyes just beats him. So he's the first one out of our first medium runners. Yeah, no, Curly, we like to see you improve. If that's some, we're a very friendly community, and we like to help each other out to get faster and all that fun stuff. So, pretty much how it's gonna happen here as Fab and No. 1 FinFan coming together, teammates. Will we possibly see some team orders here, and Fab will let FinFan around, or give him a bit of tow down into 130R as Fabco gets his 3-second time penalty as Unsighted Port's the first one to dive in the pit, or has dived in the pits after his teammate. So doing the Mercedes Monaco strat and pitting before everybody else. Oh, we don't have a tryout. We have a... Okay, Greenfern also pits as well. So while we wait, let all these guys pass and I'll explain it. As Greenfern's coming out of the pits, will he come out in front of Gritty Dude? And he comes out right in front of Catra. Yeah, so right in front of Catra. So we have, there's no tryout, there is a TT sheet you can sign up for, and you will be placed in a tier depending on how well your TTs, your time trials are. It's an equal Mercedes at four tracks, I can't remember, and we have a yellow flag for a dark guy. Oh, you show me caution, you get me excited. No. So yeah, there is no tryouts. If no matter how slow or fast you are, there's a tier for you. There's a tier for you, and Mitchie has left the session, and I'll get him back. And because I know I do have him friended on my Xbox. As Taylor Clan is the next one to pit. Does Port get the undercut on him? He is close enough. Or does Sheesh have the or does Taylor Clan get the undercut done? Here comes Unsighted Port. Oh, it's gonna be close, but Taylor does not get the run he needs, but he is also in DRS, so this should be a good race between 1 and 2. Moving further down, No. 1 FinFan and Sync have found their spot right back at P3 and P4, and Fablo has also come into the pits, and Rem on the hards still going at it. Oh yes. Oh, we do have an F2 tier. The F2 tier is races actually right after this. Yes, Zeno just put in the chat. Thank you, Zeno. Okay, going back to the racing here. Shaylocan or Sheesh. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I should stop saying that. Is now within half a second and could be thinking about getting past. As oh god. Oh no, Katra has left. And we have Ron Swanson also heated off, is spinning out, and oh god, oh no. Ron Swanson has retired, and that's a VSC. Yeah. No one FinFan. Okay, I am confused. I saw No One FinFan in the grass. Now. Okay, can I invite? I can't invite anybody. Okay. So Rem takes the VSC to full effect and goes on the soft tires. Basically, very smart play from him. Broken Reptile also gets the set of Softs on. And broken. Yes. Yes, I just got your message, Mitchie. Need another. Oh, son of a bitch, Mitchie. As Mitchie's AI is now in front of his teammate, Rem. So we should be seeing the Ferrari swap here. And Broken Reptile also on a mission to beat his Tier 4 champion rival right now. Yeah, this isn't good, Zeno. That's exactly right. Mitchie has joined back. So has Katra, so our connection issues should hopefully come back. So yeah, this is the part of Japan that gets fun, where everybody's on separate tires, completely different. We got our soft, fresh tires with our medium sets. It looks like Broken gets around Katra and starts his charge up to catch Mitchie as our intervals are completely dead. As we're going side by side for P1 and Port stays up just barely in front of Taylor. And Taylor gets a 3-second time penalty, so that could be a possible game changer, as no one Finfan and Sync both have a 3-second time penalty as well. We'll take a look at penalties real quick. Okay, we're just gonna not work. So we're just gonna hopefully wait for time penalties. We only have 6 people with a 3-second time penalty, so that to track extensions, as we are having a little bit of problems with a bit of lag, as Dark Ice is now in the pits with the Williams and putting on a fresh set of softs. Fresh set. I need help. No, Dark Ice going around. So Ron Swanson, our only casualty of the race, going out in the S is the same place where Goody Dude has fallen off. So Taylor going taking the fastest lap right away from Port, coming on the outside, trying to make a move on the outside, goes on the inside for the switchback, but does not get it done. On the overtake. Or, I don't know if he's on the overtake. I don't think it would be smart to be on the overtake right now, as Mean Fern gets around Bob for P5, and here comes Goody Dude on his endless charge to make up spots. He wants to beat that Red Bull to help Mercedes in their championship deficit that they have right now. It still says he's on battery on the overtake button, which I don't think he is. Coming down to Spoon, I don't think Taylor has any intentions on passing him now. Should be saving battery for later on. With Chandler out of this race, it pretty much allows anybody to challenge for the win. It says Taylor's out of battery, which could possibly be it. Sync also below that 10% range, so he will be a bit slower out of corners for a little bit. And we have a Ron Swanson just ghosting in the middle of the start-finish line. And there goes his wing. As we're on board with Finfan coming down to turn 1. And we'll go down to Goody Dude making a nice clean move on Bob with the RS. Breaking a bit later. Now on the back of Mean Fern with a lap older tires, but on this amazing showing. So Goody Dude pretty much on a vicious charge coming up here. If he makes up, if Meanford makes up 3 seconds to the cars in front of him, basically needs to make up about 4 seconds to number 1 FinFan. He could steal a podium away from those two drivers. In here, Japan. Looking further down the field, everybody is gone, and Mitchie has left the session yet again. I will invite him after we watch Taylor's attempt to get past our race leader Port right now. Taylor did not open DRS, but he probably did open DRS because look at that speed coming down the start-finish line, and he does get around on Port, and Port is now the chaser as Taylor becomes the leader of the race. Now, with that move done, come on. There we go. We're looking further down the field. Goody-Doo going on the outside of Mean Fern. Does he make the move work? Are they going to go side by side through the yeses? No. That'd be really brave trying to do that. As we see Broken Reptile gets around Mitchie, or goes to Mitchie, and goes into the pits. Oh no! So possible points for the Ferrari has gone out the window, and he could possibly take a point away from the leaders for fastest lap. Port looks like he's losing the back of Taylor, possibly losing any chance of him getting the win. He needs to start using more of that battery and staying in that slipstream and DRS. Sink also struggling a little bit on the mediums, losing the back of FinFan. Probably pushed a bit too much because he couldn't afford that 3-second time penalty. Port doesn't need to make any more mistakes here too. And Goody-Doo's out. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. And that's a safety car. That brings everybody up. That gives Mean Fern and Bob, and that hurts Mercedes. I just saw a wing fly, and that's Goody-Doo out. Well, look at Broken Reptile, and yeah, they lost it on the engine spoon, read the curb a bit too much, and Sink and FinFan both in the pit for softs. Bob's in the pit for softs. Will Rem make up any places here? Be a good showing from him for his first race. No, and Fab comes into the pits. Everybody and their mother should be coming in the pits for softs right now. People could possibly jump people out of the pits. Should be interesting as we watch the Racing Point team change the tires. It's always a bit satisfying watching there. So, looks like... So right now, yeah, how to park a Mercedes 101 is if you're Valtteri Bottas, that is the way you park a Mercedes. That or Toto Wolff says you don't get a new front right tire. So that takes Finn's and Sink's possible podium away pretty much, unless Mean Fern decides he wants a 3-second time penalty added onto his race, and that puts Mean Fern in the possible contention for it. And Unsighted Port goes into the pits, so he's going to be on fresh softs going in. We're going to have a green-white checkered coming into the final. Coming into the final bit, and Port has 6 lap fresher tires. Unless if Mean Fern can get past Port here, it's gonna be huge. Pretty much a race on track, and Mean Fern didn't have the delta to get past him, which will hurt his teammate Taylor and his chances to get a win. Mean Fern can possibly take the second place away from Taylor. So Phantom now in the points as well. Spun on lap 1. Now he's up in points with his teammate Broken Reptile. Definitely nice to see him up in the points in that AlphaTauri. Everybody's on softs besides Chandler. Sadly, he's I don't know what happened to him. As we are now on the back of the safety car, and we should be seeing everybody form up here. We could just have a 2-lap shootout here sooner or later. Just because this field is so spread out right now due to everybody pitting in. Yes, he should have pitted, but shoulda, coulda, woulda. There's nothing he can change now. He's just got to do some superb defending. I feel like Taylor could defend that well, but I don't know how long he can deal with having basically Grand Prix tires compared to Port's. And if you have played this game, having the fresher tires makes all the difference, as Bob is also on the track making a very good finish as well. Broken Reptile could be making up 2 places due to the 3-second time penalties in front of him. Yeah, he still has overtake on, which it's just weird. I'm hoping that's just a glitch. I'm hoping that's just a glitch. But it could not be, and it could just all be insane. Which also would not surprise me. So it looks like the safety car will go around one more time, so we could just have a 1 lap. So the longer the safety car goes out, the better it is for Taylor, because that's just 1 less lap of him having to defend the charging Mercedes of Port. Which should be very interesting here. Someone FinFan can also get past Meanfern here as well and try to gain a 3-second gap. His battery's just drained. Is he just deciding is he just doing a no battery challenge or something? Can you explain that to me, Zeno, please? Yeah, he's got to get dropped within 3 seconds. Safety car is in, so people are still... We have basically 2 laps of full green racing. Let's see how well Taylor gets off, or will leave. Takes it nice and easy, and he's off. And he gets a really good start. So that's 1 less opportunity for Port to get past him. As it does not look like he's there. And Sink gets back. No one FinFan, dude. No FinFan coming around turn 1, and that's a Racing Point round. No one FinFan spins in turn 1, and that's his podium hopes dash, and he has retired on track. That's gonna be a steward's report. And unsighted Port is nowhere near where he needs to be right now. Looks like he has the battery advantage. He has the tire advantage. He's just got to start pushing on Taylor right now. As that's our 3rd retiree. Coming down to Spoon. Port just needs to burn that battery as much as he can, because he has 1 more good opportunity to get past him right now. Coming down the back straightaway, using as much battery as the game will allow him. Coming down the straightaway, 5/10. You can physically see the gap coming down. Going down the final 2 corners, he should have a major grip advantage here. He should be gaining time all through the corners. And Broken Reptile is also retired. He's hit the wall. That's our 2nd retiree of this lap. That's Broken Reptile out of the race. Mitchie will beat him. That's sad. As Unsighted Port still hasn't gotten around Taylor and is losing time. Inside of port coming around. He needs to force a move here. Maybe if he can get a run all the way up to the hairpin. He's got to get the win no matter what due to the 3 second, but I think Port want to win on track as Sink gets around Meanfern, and Bob also does too. Oh, what has happened to Meanfern? The soft Meanfern has left the session. Oh no! It's all going downhill for Red Bull. As looks like Meanford won't even finish on the podium now. As here comes Port coming down. Oh yeah, Mitchie wants to scream. I can definitely see that. At least she beat Broken Reptile. As here comes outside of Port, under a 10th, going on the outside of 130R. Both go wide. Maybe he's looking for the outside move in the chicane here. Does not have the room. Taylor has a very sketchy exit, and Taylor will win on track, but Port will win on time with a Renault in the podium spot. Bob doing the Daniel Ricciardo of BRL. Meanford finishes 4th through the AI, and that will be our race. Bob didn't get any penalties all day. As I am bad at the questions after him. So if anybody has any questions in the chat that they want, Phantom, good job, you got points. But if anybody wants any questions, want to ask the top 3 podium spots, feel free to share, please. I need help with this, as we'll go through the final running order as you guys put in the questions in the chat, please. So it goes inside of goes Port, Taylor, Bob, Meanfern, Sink, Rem, Katra, Tweaking, Zach, and Phantom all in the points paying position. Fab, Mitchie, Chandler, and Dark Ice all missing out on points. Broken Reptile and FinFan all crashing in the final on the penultimate lap. Not good from him. And Tweaking did not pit. Wait a second. No, he did pit. Why is it saying he didn't pit? Okay, apparently Tweaking or Dark Ice didn't pit throughout the race. How does Taylor feel to sell? Oh, this I'm gonna die now, aren't I? Let's see if we can get these people in here. And I'm just gonna get yelled at. Oh. As a great finish from all 3 of these drivers, definitely an interesting final safety car. Yeah, all the podium sitters, can you please make sure to check that check mark in the party so your audio is included in the stream, or unless Twitch decides not to have your audio. And there goes Taylor. Okay, we're just gonna lose everybody here today. Yeah. So is it just P3 of Bailey here? Well, that makes my job easier. Well, that means I can't ask Taylor how it feels to sell. Okay. So we're just gonna go with you for now. So great finish for Renault. You beat your teammate of Katra in all 3 sessions, and that late safety car really helped you get your debut in realistic, or I'm pretty sure is your debut in realistic. I could be completely wrong. Second podium in 2 weeks. I am completely wrong. Yeah. Oh, invite Taylor's main account. Okay, I'm just gonna finish this up. So, with that late safety car, what was going through your head? Were you thinking about pitting onto the softs, or were you thinking about trying to gain extra track positions on with the mediums you had on, right? Ooh. Yeah. Eh. Wait, yeah, great race from you as I tried to get Taylor Clan in here. With, eh, sorry for my uh, lack of typing with a controller skills. I sure hope so. If not, I'm gonna be sad. There's no box. Okay. 2008. And boom, boom, boom. Okay, okay, there we go. Hopefully that's the right one. And we'll move on to the Red Bull of Taylor Clan. Sorry for the delay. I, yeah, yeah. Sorry for the. Oh, they didn't hear. Is the box not there? Oh. Okay, so we have no box. So that means every time I try to do, uh, freaking podium interviews, the Twitch decides not to have your audio included. That's amazing. Okay, so since that's the problem, we I can't really do podium interviews without having to translate, and I don't feel like anybody wants me to translate anything here. And I don't feel like asking the questions that chat has wanted me to ask you, Taylor, so you can go over there and yell at them yourselves. So this has been Mr. Titan for Realistic Tier. Sorry for the weird podium interviews. I'd try to get this fixed. This has been Breakout Racing League Realistic Tier Round 14. Stick around for a little bit for the for the F2 race starting